this is Paul.
And this is Louise, and welcome to
Dami Mong Alam Podcast.
And today, our episode will be circling around medieval times. So, partner, what do you know about medieval times?
Actually, wala talaga akong alam pagdating dyan.
Well, it's okay kasi we're gonna be inviting a few guests from Letran. They're students din naman, pero I think they know a little bit about it. So, siguro doon na din ata iikot yung podcast natin. We're gonna ask a few questions sa kanila, and I think they'll be asking a few questions sa atin. So, to start, pwede natin silang invite.
Our first guest from Letran, student Tyrese Caliga. Our second guest, student athlete from Letran.
Idol!
Picture.
Idol!
Ayan.
So,
Welcome to Dami Mong Alam Podcast.
Thank you.
Wait lang, nasa starstruck ako.
Starstruck.
So, yeah, we'll be talking about medieval times. So, can you please give us a few overviews about the medieval times?
Okay, so sa medieval times kasi, this was it's also called the Dark Age dahil dito yung time na countries or rather yung mga places, meron na silang mga sarili ng castles, and ang gusto nila is like to get more na nasasakupan. So doon na start ng tuloy-tuloy yung war, which is doon na rin nagsimula yung mga medieval architectures, which is for example sa castles nga na nasabi ko. Then fun fact, meron din sila yung ang tawag dito, the one that they surround the
moats.
The moats.
Yeah.
Sa moats nila is strategic for example, kasi merong mga nangi-invade sa gabi. And kapag gabi, di ba, mahirap mong makikita yung mga areas.
Yes,
Lalo,
that's right.
kahit na sabihin natin nasa high ground ka, ang hirap makakita kapag nasa baba yung mga kalaban mo. So, ang nagawa nilang idea is yung mga moats, which is yung water na naka-encircle sa castle nila. So, yeah.
Dagdag ko lang. Ang moats is, hindi lang siya para for defense. Rin siya para, kumbaga, sign na kayamanan and parang design na rin sa buong castle. Good.
I see. So, based on what you said, both of you are circling around architecture talaga.
Architecture.
The war archetypes of that time. But I have a few curiosities here in my end. Then, I want to ask kung ano yung nangyari religiously during that time. I think
Yes.
he's really interested about it. He told me kasi noon before.
I was about to ask that. Kaya let's hear it from them. What do you think are their contribution or something that has an impact towards our society right now during their period?
Religious.
Yes.
Religious aspect.
Wait lang.
I mean,
kasi nervous sa part na yan.
It's kinda controversial.
Yes.
Pero of course, you want to know ang point of view ng isang Letranite, especially
Yes.
in a very controversial time period. So what can you say about the religious aspect of that time?
But before you answer that, thank you, Motociclo, for having us here today and for giving us a good, spacious room and accommodating us. So thank you until the next episode.
Okay. So, during that time kasi, religion is not just used na para sumamba kay Lord. It's also used as their center for war. Dito sa medieval period, dyan nagsimula yung mga crusades, di ba?
Yes.
So, they don't use religion to influence other people. Rather, they use religion to, what do you call this? Wait, I can't think of the term.
Conquer.
Yeah, to conquer other countries. But hindi lang siya, they used religion for war. Ganun yung naging nangyari nung time na yun.
To conquer.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
that's such a big term.
Yeah.
To conquer using religion. So what can you say about that? I'm not gonna, trigger warning lang. Hindi, ayokong mag-step up into any kind of religious matters. Pero as I know, it's basically Catholic religion.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Ano yung stand niyo doon? What can you say about that? Kasi, Letran, it's a Catholic school.
Yes. A Catholic and Dominican institution.
Okay.
So, as a Letranite student, what do you think are the things that, na dapat alam natin ngayon? And our lessons from that period of Medieval?
Okay. So I think yung paggamit na ng region books mali. Pero kasi sabihin natin yung
That's a good one, no?
Yung ganda man ang problem lang kasi talaga doon is they don't need war to for their religion to prosper, di ba? They can just like go on peace na ano. Pero they used they shed blood rather para lang masabi na this religion is superior to other. Parang ganun yung nangyari.
Thank you. Ikaw, partner, do you have questions from them? I think that makes answer my curiosity rin kasi when it comes to religion during medieval period.
Actually, I can't put it into words pa eh. So, I'm still thinking. Pero baka may gusto pa kayo i-add dun sa, sa information na sinabi ni Mr. Tyrese.
Wala naman akong sabi kasi di ko rin masyado na research yung mga ganun bagay.
Okay.
Okay. Pero about the architectural aspects you were talking about earlier, can you elaborate more about that? Kasi ako, aminado ko, hindi ko talaga alam yun. Ang alam ko lang talaga yung religious aspect eh. Pero yung architectural, it seems like you know a few things about that. So what can you say?
Okay, so ako muna.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sa architectural aspect, actually during those time, for example, dito sa i-compare natin sa life natin ngayon. Before, ang workers ng mga upper class is slaves. Slavery
Yes,
is it's very prominent during that time. Yung mga slaves ngayon is yung mga people na nauwi nila from war. For example, na nakaside kung saan sila nakapagdigma. So, during that time, kaya yung mga, if you can see yung mga Gothic architectures, until now, masasabi na ang ganda, pero kapag nakita mo yung background, parang ang pangit niyang ano yun. For example, people died just for that for that architectural, for that building to be built. For example, yung churches I forgot kung saan siya, but it's in somewhere in Europe.
Yes.
Yes, and
Alright, so we're back. We just had technical difficulties, but now we are going to continue our discussion. Discussion, talaga. Kasi we learned from them. And it's really good to see na nagkakaroon tayo ng knowledge about medieval era. So, Nasaan na ba tayo?
Siguro, saan yan?
architecture.
Architecture.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's like yung nakamakras ko nga lang. So, before, castles have this spiral staircase, diba? We're all aware of that. Tapos, it's actually not just like for design.
Yes.
Rather, may purpose siya. So, almost everyone that goes to battle is right-handed during those times. So, ang stairs na is per right side. So, for example, if you're going to invade their castle and paakyat ka, wala kang buwelo. For example, if the wall is like here, and you're right-handed, diba? So, paano ka makakabuwelo sa kalaban mo? So, it's like an advantage sa mga nasa taas. Ganun yung naging niya.
Okay.
So, ganun.
Hindi ko siya gets. What? Hindi ko siya gets. Diba? Wall.
Yeah, for example, this one. Okay.
Yun.
Okay. So, this one's the backyard, diba? Paikot ka.
Oo.
Then,
Nakikita ko, hindi ko nakikita.
sorry. Okay, so paakyat ka.
Is it spiral stair?
Yes, spiral
Yes,
stairs.
Okay.
So, for example, you're from up here.
Yeah.
Ikaw yung lalaban pababa, di ba? So, if you're going paakyat, most likely ang position mo is left on shield, di ba?
Yes.
Then right is your
Weapon.
like, sword or weapon.
Attacking.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yun. So, kapag paakyat ka, and you're from this side, mawawalan ka ng buwelo. Kasi this is the wall. So, paano ka babuelo kung yung nasa kalaban mo nasa pagano?
So it's like really an advantage for
Yeah, it's
those
an
people
advantage
na
for
nasa
those na
top.
nasa taas.
Okay.
And also yung ano rin
It
pala
makes
nila.
sense, partner.
Yeah. Then ano
Hindi ko
rin
siya
pala.
nag-gets, sorry.
Magaling.
Then ano rin siya. So yung staircase na is not pantay. Kasi syempre, kapag pantay yung staircase, madali lang maakyat. Pero kasi kapag hindi pa staircase, di ba, kapag nasanay ka umakyat, then biglang nagbago yung staircase, parang matatapilok ka or something, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So ginawa rin nila yon as their advantage. Siyempre, if you're a soldier from that castle, sanay ka na sa kung paano yung sa staircase ng castle. Ganon siya.
Ang galing. Thank you, Tyrus. But we're not just really serious here, no? We wanna know something more personal naman.
Yeah.
Para naman hindi tayo masyadong serious dito. Do you have question?
Mga hot seat tayo.
Ayan, gusto ko yan.
So, start tayo here sa
Yun.
Ano?
Can you tell me more about being a student athlete in Letran?
Yun.
Ano ba? For me lang, mahirap. Kasi kailangan may balance. Tigit lang.
Ay, hindi. Kala ko nakakaiyak. So,
Siyempre, kailangan may balance yung ACADS tsaka yung sports mo, which is mahirap. And kailangan mo talaga ng matinding time management para, ayun, siyempre, kumbaga, magawa mo ng maayos lahat. Yun.
pero so far, nag-enjoy ka naman sa pagiging student athlete.
Oo naman, siyempre. Masaya.
If I may ask, what's your sport?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Anong position mo sa volleyball? You know what, partner? I used to play volleyball din talaga when I was in grade school.
Yeah.
Center
Grade
ako.
school.
Oh, same tayo, setter.
Setter.
Yeah.
Setter.
Ako nagpa-play lang ako ng volleyball ng intramurals namin. Napilitan ako na.
Akala ko muse ka doon. Player pala.
Player pala.
Player pala.
Sasapakin. Okay, as a student athlete and volleyball player,
Yeah.
kailan yung start ng season? Saan?
March or February pa naman.
Next year.
Next year.
Nakatapos lang pala ng sa basketball.
Yes.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Papanoorin ka namin pag
Yes.
natalo ka.
Wow! Okay,
Joke
thank you
lang.
pa rin.
So, ito naman, what
Ito.
can you ask about him?
What do you do in life?
Nice! Malalim!
Lalim.
Sa kanya, student athlete. Ano?
Sa lalim. Biglang, actually, hindi ko rin alam eh.
Go with the flow lang tayo dito,
Go with the flow
no?
lang talaga. It's like, kung wala kang planong gawin muna sa buwan, just go with the flow. Yeah, ganun talaga. Siyempre, kahit sabihin natin I have plans, minsan na-divert yung attention kasi ibang bagay. For example, sa band. So, member ka sa Letran Band.
Yes, I heard nga
Yeah.
na kasali ka ng Letran Band. Di ba kung kanina sports, ngayon naman siya yung taga-cheer.
Wow.
Sample naman ng Letran Band siya.
Sample talaga.
Next time na lang
Next
yung
time na lang.
masasayan.
May tambol kami dyan.
So, yun nga. So, sa band din kasi, parang mahirap din yung you have to manage your time. For example, during sa classes kasi natin, minsan hindi ako naka-attend dahil meron akong prior commitment sa band. So, yeah, go with the flow pa rin talaga ako. Kung anong nasa harap ko, then I'll take it.
Alright. Sige, ito na lang, last one, partner.
Yeah.
Para siguro as we end this. What do you think is the most important lesson that you've learned from your life? Siyempre, as a student athlete and as a member of Letran Band, ano ba yung mga nakuha nyong experiences and na ma-apply ninyo in real life situation?
Ikaw ba muna ako?
Ikaw na.
Sige. Sa akin is, alamin mo yung pinaka-importante yung bagay sa'yo. Kumbaga, syempre may mga distraction dyan, di ba? So, kailangan mo mag-focus talaga sa bagay na gustong-gusto mo. And kasi nangyari sa akin nung high school ako, championship, ayun, na-distract ako ng mga jowa, syempre gano'n.
Coach siya, coach!
Hindi, wala, okay lang sa coach namin. Pero,
Okay.
ayun, na-distract talaga ako nun. Championship, yun, game 3, yun, talo kami. Ayun, finals, second lang.
Second lang.
Second lang, but still congrats.
It's just
Yeah.
cheap.
Congratulations.
Babawi sila ang Letran.
Yun.
Kaya sana.
Sana nga.
Sana.
Basta ako wala talaga yan. Sinasabi sa inyo. How about you?
What's the question ulit? Sorry.
Red ka 90
What's the most important thing you've learned from? Ano daw? Hindi ko na rin alam.
Oh my gosh. I don't know too. Ano yung question? Kasi may sagot eh.
Hindi ko na.
Hindi, ano yung pinaka-importanting natutunan mo bilang member ng Letran Band and how would you apply it into a real-life situation?
Sa akin is yung discipline talaga.
Discipline.
Kasi sa band kasi, hindi siya yung tutugtog ka lang. Hindi lang yung ganito ganyan. Kailangan you have to do what you are exactly.
Yes.
For example, di ba tumutugtog na?
Oo.
So you can't just miss a beat. Kahit na konting katiting natin. Kapag banda ka, you would know na may mali. Parang ganun yung sabihin niya. So, you have to be disciplined enough na maayos yung pagtugtog mo, na maayos yung pag-cheer mo. Kasi kami ngayon magiging buhay ng game. Kasi kami yung, for example, di ba, kapag patay na patay yung crowd, andun pa rin kami para mag-cheer. Para mas lumakas yung loob na mag-continue.
To empower.
Yeah, to empower.
Okay.
Turuan mo kami mag-Letran cheer kasi ako personally, I haven't been to any NCAA games talaga.
Really?
Oo. Hindi ko alam yung cheer ng Letran talaga. Deadass.
Okay. Thank you for having us, Therese. And Sumagaysay.
Tagalog.
Nagkaw na.
So, I think this will wrap up the episode for today. And
Yes.
again, my name is Louise.
And I'm Paul.
And this is
Dami Mong Alam
Podcast. Thank you for watching. And Moto Ciclo, thank you for having us in this cafe. Punta kayo dito. Sobrang sarap na ito. Oh my God. Nakakilig.
Dr. Caramel Macchiato. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.